one of my things is authenticity, and when that's what I really love.
You're the champion of authenticity.
Yeah, I'm really real. And when I get in a situation where what is being given to me makes my bullshit meter go sky high, I just have such a hard time with my face. You know, trying to look like, oh, okay. And if I were to approach this person and take issue with what is coming out that I have deemed just being full of baloney, it would take such a toll on what remains as our relationship. It would probably not be something we could recover from. So I keep going on kind of faking, and that is the worst feeling for an authentic person.
I was going to say.
I mean, I just, it is the most suffering few moments to try to make, and so I do what she's talking about, you know, just try to see them less and talk less.
It's kind of the geographical cure. Like if I never see them or hear them again, I will be fine, except that it's still in my mind. In other words, that condemnation of phoniness, if we'll just let that be the set of opposites. If I write, I want to be seen as an authentic person, then, and you are driven crazy by the phonies of the world.
Politics, for one.
Or what?
Politics.
Yeah, then it tells you, as painful as it is to have to look at, it tells you there's somewhere, in other words, being a person itself is a phony enterprise. In other words, we aren't persons, but it does refer to something that goes back a long way. And because you have to ask yourself, anytime our buttons are pushed, it's because there's a threat involved. In other words, if somebody's being a phony person, what's the threat? What is it that's, how's that a problem?
It will bring about a response in me that would make me immediately unloving, vindictive, picking on, not nice. I would not be loving.
Exactly.
It extracts this. I'm trying to keep her back there.
Right. We're trying to keep this shadow side under the rug.
Yeah,
this is an excellent point.
That girl come out, and I try to make her stay home.
Exactly. And you see, perfect. It's as if you're a plant in the audience. Because the point is the fact that I've got a girl in my head that I have to keep stuck in the closet because she's not nice is exactly why this person is serving you. Along comes Miss Phony Person and pushes that button that opens the door to the not nice girl getting loose. And the whole point is we must heal ourselves of the idea that there's a not nice girl there.
Yeah.
In other words, she has to be owned. She has to be acknowledged as having a seat at the corporate table. Wow. In other words, she's pounding on the windows. We're trying to throw her out, and she's trying to throw rocks at the window and come down the chimney, and we're trying to have the selves, the several selves that make up the composite ego. We want all the nice ones in here, and she keeps trying to come in, and we don't want her in. If you allow her in and say, she's part of what this invention is.
Now, we don't show her to anyone else. We just
That's right.
We don't pay her the big bucks for nothing.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Exactly. It's like this is an internal process where you realize, now I don't know that I necessarily want to put this on the 6 o'clock news, but I own to myself that there is an underside of me that I condemn and I don't like, and I want her stuffed in the closet. Fair to say?
That's great.
And if I'm willing to own that, then I stop. See, because trying to keep her in the closet is constant resistance, constant pushing against, constant trying to make sure she can't get loose. But if I say, come on out, I'm going to put my arms around you, and I'm going to own the fact that you're here. It's like all of the energy goes out of that.
Wow.
And that's what forgiveness really is. It's like she just settles. She just settles. She morphs into something else. And then the politicians, the entertainers, the phony people, the next door neighbors, the whatever else, can all be doing exactly the same thing. It won't bother you at all. You will look at them and you'll recognize they've all got a girl or a guy stuck in the closet too, and they're terrified they're going to come out. They're terrified somebody's going to see that they're crummy, awful, not okay people. And I just don't want any of us to be burdened with that. In other words, so that you begin to really want that everybody feels safe, because people don't, nobody's going to bother to be phony unless they fear that being who they really are would be so unacceptable that they would be tossed out.
Very good.
So
We must have a dinner party.
yes. And
Empty chairs.
that's right. That's exactly right.
Empty chairs. What's up, my friend?
But you can see it. So this is never about trying to confront the phony person and explain to them their transgression against you and humanity. It's the matter of, I choose not to let this be a transgression. I choose to see that either my good behavior or my bad behavior, nothing has anything to do with the loveliness of what it is I really am. And so I just don't need to give it all that energy. And it literally will fade away. And if not, then we go get the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
For those